Hello friends, Lisa here from Thermomix Adventures. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to cook up some chicken when you need it for a dish. I've got 1.4 kilograms worth of chicken breast and I need it to make a couple of dishes. So actually I'm going to make some enchiladas and I'm going to make a no waste chicken lasagna. And so all we're going to do to cook this up in preparation is I'm going to put 500 mils of water in my bowl. I've done that. You can see that in there. Okay, there's little marks up the back, and this can be any model Thermomix. Put your lid in place. Now lift your base in of your Vorwerk. Now underneath I've got some here. By the way, this is partially frozen, so I'm going to do 20 minutes. Give it another stir and probably do another 10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on how that goes, because it's still partially frozen. I've got some of it sitting in here. You can see there's air holes available there for that steam to get up. Then I've got baking paper on top, purely for cleanup. This means at the end it is so easy to clean up. I don't have all that meat juice stuck in the holes. And I've got some on top, and we just need our lid of our Vorwerk in place. And I've used wet baking paper that I've wrung under the tap, and then just it sits in there nicely. Okay, so now, as I said, 20 minutes. Spin this up. Vorwerk, because I'm cooking with the Vorwerk, up to speed 2. Now 20 minutes is also long enough to say put eggs in my simmering basket inside and boil some eggs. 20 minutes will be hard boiled eggs. Maybe you want some diced up potato to make mashed potatoes in the simmering basket. That can happen as well. Okay, so just think outside the box. We don't always just have to stick with just doing chicken. You could be doing something else as well. And in this case, I knew that I wanted to make these two dishes for the days ahead. And so I knew that one was going to make me steam the chicken and one was going to need cooked chicken. So I was able to put them together and make it all happen really efficiently in one go. So sometimes it is worth checking Cookidoo to see what's coming ahead and whether you can actually do that. Now, one more really good tip. If you have excess, so say you're using shredded chicken in something, a curry or a pie recipe or enchiladas or lasagna, and you've got leftovers, that's okay. Cook them all up in one go and then actually shred it with everything else and then lay it out on a piece of baking paper in your freezer till it's frozen, and then just put it into a Glad bag. You'll find that in a Glad bag, because you froze it flat, it's pliable, it can be moved around, and then you've got it for when you want a salad and put some protein with it, or the next time you actually have a recipe that calls for shredded pre-cooked chicken, you can pull it out of the freezer. So really easy to do that. Of course, at the end of the time, make sure your chicken is cooked through. Grab a really big bit, slice it through, check it's not pink inside. If you are using thigh will have a brown look, but it shouldn't look translucent jelly-like. It should look like it is cooked fibrous the whole way through. Okay, otherwise, the other tool I really enjoy using is with my Avana oven. I got a infrared temperature little gun machine, and I at times will use that to check the temperature of the meat, to check that it's cooked all the way through. It's actually designed with the Avana to check how hot your plate is, your cooking plate in there, but it just works perfectly to check that meat temperature cooked as well. Maybe that's a tip for you. Maybe you've got one of them sitting around, or the other thing is your sensor or your meter plus if you've got the original. Of course, that will help you check your temperature of your meat and check it's cooked through as well. Alright, I hope you've grabbed value today. I hope it gives you the confidence to steam your own chicken. I will come back and show you how to shred it when I get to that step, when it's all cooked through. So we'll see you then. Okay, we've got a pretty full bowl, so I've got my spatula handy. I've just taken the steaming liquid out of the bowl. I tipped it down the sink. You could keep it though as a stock by all means, or a broth. I put all the cooked meat in, and now I'm going to put the spatula in. You can see the bit of the juice around the top that's cooked. Reverse is what we want to do to shred. Okay, reverse speed 4, so up to speed 4, and we'll just watch the times on this. Shouldn't take long. Let's have a look and see. That is, I don't think that was 8 seconds. I feel like there was a time on that. It wasn't long. Oh, nearly. Okay, nearly there. Back up to speed 4. Just delete that off. Delete the Vorwerk off too. Okay, up to 4. I'm just putting this in so it pushes it down. Okay, so doesn't matter if it's TM6 or TM5 spatula. It'll both do the job. You can see through the lid. You can see through the lid when it's nice and shredded the way you want, and we're literally done. Now at this point, as I made mention, put it on a baking sheet, freeze it if you'd like. for future reference. And then just put it in a Glad bag, vacuum seal it so that it's nice and airtight, and it'll last ages. But the other thing at that point is it's still soft and pliable, so even though it's frozen, you'll be able to get out a chunk and have it with your lunch if you want to. So that's how easy it is to steam and then shred chicken in your Thermomix. Save you money from, you don't have to buy it at the deli. Make it. Grab the big packet of breast, make it yourself. You can make it with thigh if your preference as well, but that's how easy it is with a Thermomix. Remember to share this video with someone who has a Thermomix so they can see how easy it is and how they can save money with their Thermomix. But otherwise, take care, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.